In 1964, an Australian newspaper reported that two British Special Air Service soldiers who were a part of a mission in the Radfan Mountains never made it back. That is how the story ends. We start at the beginning, in the mountains of Radfan. 60 miles north of Aden lie the Radfan Mountains, home to the Kutaibi tribes, warlike, independent, and for decades kept compliant with British money and British weapons. But Britain is pulling out. For decades, that money and those weapons were the whole arrangement. Pay the tribes to keep the peace, and you don't need an army in every valley. It was cheaper than control. Now the empire is shrinking, the payments are drying up, and loyalty that was bought stops the moment the money does. In 1962, the Yemen Arab Republic to the north turns communist. After an Egyptian-backed coup, communist guerrillas begin infiltrating across the border. Heavy weapons are being used. In January 1964, Radfan tribesmen, now armed and emboldened by their North Yemeni allies, attack the highway between Aden and Dala. It is not a random target. This is the one road connecting Aden to the interior, the route government convoys and supplies depend on. Cut it, and you're not just raiding a convoy. You're cutting the thread that holds British authority to the region together. The road is shut down. London responds. Royal Marines, paratroopers, infantry, armor, backed by the ARF. Codename Red Force. At the center of the resistance, a mountain the British call Cap Badge. Royal Marines are to encircle it, paratroopers are to land on the summit. But a night jump needs someone on the ground beforehand to mark the drop zone. In 1964, there's no dedicated pathfinder unit yet. So the SAS is called in. Specifically a squadron just back from 5 months in the jungle of Borneo, currently recuperating in England. Code word, free beer. And you know it's on. You know Aden. You were here years ago. Desert training. What you don't know are the circumstances waiting for you this time. Out of the entire squadron, only 9 men are needed. 3 troops under the command of Captain Robin Edwards. A man who once overcame polio just to get into the SAS. All 9 are trained signalers, each with his own specialty. Each also cross-trained in a comrade specialty. 2 four-man teams, each led by a sergeant. Your Bergen rucksack weighs 60 pounds, at 40 pounds of weapons and ammunition. SLR, M16 rifles, a Brennlight machine gun, an L42 bolt-action sniper rifle. Most of you have already seen action in Malaya and in Borneo. Night of April 29th. Helicopters drop you off, far enough from the mountains that no one hears the engines. 6 miles of walking through the dark lie ahead. You will hide during the day and mark the drop zone at night. A few miles into the walk, Trooper Borden, your signaler, suddenly becomes very sick. Edwards shares out a skier among the group and puts him in the middle, so the team can move at his pace. Then you feel it. Someone is watching. You see no one. It's just a feeling. Calling in a helicopter now is too risky. Edwards reports the situation by radio. His decision: stay hidden and hope Borden feels better by morning. You find a good position on a ridge. Then the sun comes up. A few meters above you, a house. A man is bringing his goats in your direction. You stay still. He sees you. He shouts. A sniper fires. The shouting stops, but it's too late. The shot echoes through the whole valley. Within minutes, an armed group arrives, looking for whoever fired the shot. You open fire. Some fall, the rest run. A few try to attack from the side. They are stopped too, but more fighters arrive. They take positions on the ridges above you. Trying to break out now in daylight would mean certain death. Edwards urgently calls for air support and orders the men to save ammunition. 2 Hawker Hunter jets attack the ridges from the air, but fighters hiding behind rocks are hard to hit. The jets run out of ammunition and have to turn back. The enemy fire grows heavier. They get closer. The jets come back. But the enemy is now too close for them to attack safely. A helicopter is sent to get you out. It comes under fire and barely makes it back to base. It is late afternoon. You're exhausted. A .303 bullet hits Trooper Baker's knee.
I'm being fired at by a sniper immediately in my front.
And then kills Borden. Trooper Hamilton is hit too, but only lightly. The radio is destroyed. An attack by 70 fighters is stopped only by Sergeant Tasker's Bren gun. When night falls, there's only one option left: breakout. You move in two groups. One moves forward while the other gives cover fire, then you switch. Borden's body must be left behind. There's no way to carry him and still survive. Edwards moves forward to cover the retreat. A bullet kills him. The rest of the men disappear into the darkness. Twice the fighters try to catch up. Twice the last man in your group ambushed them. With no water, covered in dust, you reach Tumir in the morning. The parachute jump never happens. Even so, Red Force takes Cap Badge after a month of hard fighting. The bodies of Edwards and Borden are treated in a brutal way. Their heads are put on display in ties. A British patrol later recovers the bodies. For the rest of the deployment, the SAS mostly does reconnaissance, watching from posts high in the mountains and calling in air support when needed. The next operation in Ardennes looks completely different. Not in the open mountains, but in the narrow streets of the city itself.